Good day. Today's readings are from 1 Kings chapter 17, verses 7 through 16. The story of Elijah and the widow of Zarephath, whose last handful of flour and small jug of oil miraculously fed 3 people for an entire year. And from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 5, verses 13 through 16. Jesus declaring to his disciples that they are the salt of the earth and the light of the world, a light that must not be hidden, but set on a lampstand for all to see. Now let me tell you what these readings are really saying. The brook ran dry. Notice that first. The outer channel through which provision had been flowing simply stopped, and the Lord did not restore the brook. Instead, he said, move on, go to Zarephath. I have designated a widow there to provide for you. God was not repairing the old channel. He was redirecting Elijah toward a deeper demonstration of how supply actually works. And what Elijah found at Zarephath was, by every outer appearance, worse than an empty brook. A woman with nothing, a handful of flour, a little oil. 2 sticks for a final fire before she and her son prepared to die. This is exactly where most people surrender, when every outer measure screams that there is not enough. But hear what God is showing each of us through this moment. Elijah does not look at the widow's handful and say, not enough. He does not say, let me find someone richer. Let me wait until conditions improve. He says, do not be afraid. Go and do as you propose. But first, and those 2 words carry the entire law. Now, but first, make me a small cake. Give from what you have before you see the increase. This is the assumption. This is the central teaching of the inner life. You do not wait for the jar to fill before you give generously. You give generously because inside yourself you already dwell in a state of fullness. And that state, when you hold it, when you live from it, becomes the law that keeps the jar from going empty. The widow did not receive the multiplication first and then act. She acted first, and the multiplication followed. Every day, flour still there, oil still there, not because the jar had some hidden reservoir at the bottom, but because she continued to live day after day from the state of supply. This is what Neville called living in the wish fulfilled. The feeling of abundance sustained becomes the fact of abundance continued. And now listen to what Jesus is saying through Matthew's Gospel. Because it is the same teaching stated from the opposite direction. Through those disciples on that hillside, and through you now, Jesus is not saying you might become the light of the world someday if you work hard enough. He is saying, you are the light of the world. Present tense. Not after you fix yourself, not after the outer circumstances align. You are already the salt, already the light, already the I am that illuminates. The only question is whether you are living from that identity, setting it on the lampstand, or hiding it under a basket of doubt and the feeling of not enough. The widow, hiding her flour from Elijah, would have been hiding her own miracle. Her willingness to give from the state of having, before the having was fully visible, was the lampstand. That act of assumption, that first small cake made in faith, let the light shine. And 3 people ate for a year. So here is your practice today. Wherever in your life the brook has run dry, wherever an outer channel of supply, love, health, or opportunity has gone quiet, do not mourn the brook. Go within. Find the widow's jar. It is the I am in you, inexhaustible, never running dry when you draw from it rightly. Sit quietly. Close your eyes. Feel what it would feel like if what you need is already flowing. Not straining to believe it, just dwelling in the feeling the way the widow reached into that jar each morning without panic and found flour there. Make your small cake. Take one action today from the state of already having. Speak one word from the lampstand, not from the basket. Let the light that you already are do what light does. Illuminate everything around it. The jar of flour shall not go empty, not because of magic, but because of who you are and the state you choose to live from. Until tomorrow, I love you.